In this video, I want to talk to you about how to start on a gluten-free diet the proper way. I'm also going to mention a few things you should consider before starting on your gluten-free diet. Hi, I'm Mike Hines from JustKnowGluten.com. Learning to eat gluten-free will be challenging at first, but you'll soon get the hang of it and it'll be second nature to you. You'll soon get to know what you can eat and what you can't eat, and at some point you won't even need to read the labels. Like a lot of things in life, getting started is the hard part, but it doesn't have to be when you use the tips in this video. You'll find the suggestions in this video will help make it easier for you, and you'll have foods you can eat daily. These suggestions will help you until you're ready to venture off on your own and try different foods. To get started with a gluten-free diet, you need to know the foods that are for sure gluten-free. Here are just a few suggestions for you. Foods such as potato, rice and corn, eggs, beans, legumes and nuts with or without the shells, unflavoured tea, some coffees, fruit juices, unflavoured milk, fresh fruit and vegetables, and definitely unbreaded meat and fish. This is something I stress in all my videos. It is vitally important to read the labels on all products you intend to purchase. It's not always as simple as looking for gluten or wheat. It's also important to remember not every label will say gluten-free on it, so you must read them carefully before you make the purchase. There's nothing more annoying than buying something to eat and then find you can't eat it because it has gluten in it. Now, there are products that are never gluten-free, and it's important that you know which ones these are. Now, this isn't to say that there aren't products like these that are gluten-free, but more than likely you will have to go to a natural food store to get them. Even when you venture to the natural food store, it's still vitally important that you read the labels. Here are just some foods that are not gluten-free. Foods such as breaded chicken or fish, white or wheat bread, soft or hard taco shells, hamburger or hot dog buns, pizza crust, pasta noodles. Those are just a few foods that definitely contain gluten. You can also find gluten in some seasonings, barbecue sauces, frozen fresh fries and alcohol, to name just a few. Sound advice for you: don't take anything for granted and do read the labels. You just never know when a food might contain gluten, and it's not worth the risk and the sickness and illness that comes with it. Over time, you'll get used to eating new foods and you won't have a problem trying new gluten-free foods. You might even get to like the idea of making your own pasta noodles from scratch, or making macaroni salad with gluten-free noodles, mayonnaise and mustard. The day will come when you're going to be brave enough to eat out at a restaurant, as long as it's got gluten-free food. When you first start eating gluten-free, you want to be able to eat the foods you know you can without worrying. Over the space of time, you'll find other foods you can eat, and you'll become a pro at finding these foods simply by reading labels and researching online. Now, here are a few things you should consider before starting on a gluten-free diet. A diet, any diet, is a lifestyle change, no matter what the reason, whether it's you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to eliminate certain foods from your diet. A lifestyle change can be hard to adjust to at first, so it's important to make sure you consider all of the feelings and possible side effects before you even get started on it. There's nothing worse than starting a diet and then feeling it will fail before you even get started. The very first thing you should consider is your frame of mind. Being in the wrong frame of mind could cause you to fail before you even get started. You're not going to like all the foods you eat, and you might find it hard to do without certain foods. It's always upsetting to have to sit and watch other people eat regular foods in front of you, and you might be maybe tempted to cheat a little. Which all leads to one thing: the gluten-free diet is going to fail. If that happens, you may feel it's not working, when in reality the reason it's not working is because of you are having issues with it. Commitment is something else you need to take into consideration when starting your gluten-free diet. You have to commit to it 100% right from the beginning, or it just won't work. You have to be committed to no cheating, and you have to be committed to read each label, no matter what. The commitment is going to be the hardest part of a gluten-free diet, but let's face it, it'll be worth it in the long run when you make it happen and you begin to feel better. If you're having trouble to stay committed, find somebody to help you through it. Find someone that will help you and encourage you during the hard days. Now, the side effects of going gluten-free may be good or bad, depending on your problem. If gluten isn't your problem, you may find the foods you eat cause you more problems than you've had before. It's also possible changing to a gluten-free diet may bring out other issues that you didn't realize you had. So it's important to speak with your doctor before you make this change so he can monitor and see the changes happening to you. Now, there are a number of things you should consider before you start on a gluten-free diet. A gluten-free diet needs a lot of planning and research, like checking for places to eat when you're traveling, or plan to protect your own food. More importantly, you'll need to think about your feelings and the effects you'll have when changing to a gluten-free diet. This may take a little while, but the difference you see and you get to a point where you feel better most days than you did before. Hope this video gave you a little insight into the highs and lows of starting a gluten-free diet. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.